former national president of the Alumni Association that contributes millions at college, and all are very faithful and supportive of Bennett. Bennett College started to experience difficulties as the nation and the state started to experience the challenges of recession. As we all know, populations with limited resources are hit first, harder, and for a longer period of time when a recession occurs. Over this period, the college had a few leadership changes, but we also faced the most difficult economic period of African Americans in the past half-century. The African American community lost a majority of its wealth, which was mostly tied to home ownership during this most recent recession. The population most impacted were African American women, the very students and the women that we serve. We celebrate, however, the success of our sister institution, Spelman College in Atlanta, Georgia, a city that is headquartered to the large corporations and institutions that offer a great amount of support. Our sister institution has had the benefit of a long-standing relationship with one of the nation's most philanthropic families. However, and we applaud that, we're very proud of our sister institution. We stand by the fact that this nation continues to need both African American women's institutions. Bennett was born in the basement of a black church by slaves and is located in the Triad region of this state, the urban region along our state's I-85 corridor, which is was most negatively affected by the recession. During this period, the college suffered a decline in its enrollment with federal changes to the Parent Plus loan program that affected so many working class parents and the students we serve here. I became chair of the board in 2016. Bennett began to make, not because I was chair, but because we hired a president and recruited some great board members. And the light of the sun was beginning to rise again on Bennett. We've made some significant strides and accomplishments over the past 2 years. The college had a very good audit. It was an unqualified opinion in 2017-18 with no findings. During this period, we moved the college from operating in a deficit position to ending our most recent fiscal year with a surplus. This year, we were beginning to realize a small increase in our enrollment, moving back to where we were pre-recession. The Board of Trustees understands what was needed to get off probation. In addition to recruiting students and getting our numbers up back to pre-recession, we balanced our books and we embarked on a new strategic plan that better focuses the institution's resources and embraces our students as customers with our future tied to their success. Eliminate stagnant academic areas, as our president has indicated earlier, with an increased focus with attention to our strengths. We value collaborations, and we seek to position our students for increased opportunities and experiences while they're enrolled. We've already reached out, the president and her staff has, and we have as board members reached out to business and community partners. We've begun to work to create a campus culture that prepares our students and the institution for the uncertainty of the marketplace through more informed data and analytics, fiscal responsibility, and quality programs. Now our challenge is bigger, and yet simply based within our need to lower the balance on our line of credit. Yes, we are disappointed that SACS does not seem to understand the issues of HBCUs, and especially an African American woman's HBCU that continues to survive and strive and improve regardless of economic situations and regardless of the climate. We serve a very important population of African American women, some who would not have the opportunity to get an academic opportunity to graduate with degrees in areas that corporations and institutions are looking for as they progress. As the president indicated, we have about 45 days to accomplish this task. And so we're asking the Greensboro community, the state of North Carolina, and the nation to help us achieve this task. It can be done. We've done it before. We will do it because we are committed to the education of these African American young women and those who will come to Bennett to get an education. Thank you.
At this time, we will open it up for questions. Who would like to ask the first question? Just state your name and your company affiliation, please. Okay,
John Newsom with the Newsom Record. What was the mood like on campus on Tuesday when y'all got word from Saks?
Yes, I would just say it was a normal reaction by students, faculty, and staff about their concerns. But we met with them. We had a town hall meeting with students at 12:30. We met with faculty and staff at 12 o'clock. The outcome of the meeting, yes, they had concerns. They had questions about what happens next. Should we return? How are we going to pull out of it? But it ended with both meetings, with faculty and staff and with students. It ended on a positive note. It ended with, how can we help this institution to survive? So the students have committed to a social media fundraising campaign. The faculty have committed to staying with us next semester, and the students have also committed to returning next semester.
And I'd like to know, that was all yesterday. We were still out due to the inclement weather on Tuesday, but they did get the word on Tuesday.
So these meetings were on Wednesday?
Yesterday, yes. Next.
Oscar Alvarez with Spectrum News.
Mm-hmm.
What exactly needs to be done by the deadline, and how do you intend to do it?
Right. What we need additional funds. We can provide, during our appeal process, we can present new funding information, funding sources. And so that's primarily, we need new unrestricted dollars to pour into the institution.
And I want to add, so because people are always looking for numbers, we could use 100 million, whatever, but we're asking, and we know that North Carolina and Greensboro in the country has wealthy donors who believe in education. And so $5 million will put us afoot. We could take a little less, but we'll be glad to accept those checks.
Yes.
Yes, Phil Kidd with WXII 12 News. Did the loss of this, what happened the other day, did this spur this financial drive, or was this financial drive needed from before the loss of accreditation?
We've always needed additional resources. Going into the SATS meeting, we were very confident that we would have been removed from probation. So we were shocked when we got the news, because as Trustee Robinson indicated earlier, we ended the year with a surplus. We ended the year with an increase in enrollment by 26%, an increase in retention by 9%, default rate down. All our metrics were going the right way. So we thought we were in good shape. So we were shocked to hear the news. So what it came down to, on top of what we have, against 3 years of a deficit, we need some more resources to make a big impact.
Does Saks have like a list or a how would you have known that this was going to happen?
The standard speaks to fiscal stability, and it's judged in many different ways. there's no one way to demonstrate fiscal stability, which is why we thought we were demonstrating fiscal stability. So, but the standard also looks at your current net assets, okay? And so, while it's been declining due to the deficits we've been running for the last 3 to 4 years, we made a significant impact on that negative net asset line when we received the surplus. Let me just say, we have not received the final letter from Saks that details specifically what the issues are. And so we'll know more after January 19th.
What's y'all's endowment right now?
Our endowment is between 12 and 13 million. Goes up and down according to the marketplace.
Dr. Dawkins, thank you for that update. I'm John Swain, I'm the CEO for the International Civil Rights Center and Museum. I think you said Bennett contributes about $34 million?
36.
$36 million to the local economy here in Greensboro.
That's correct.
This being an education town and a university town, do you think that we can do this locally?
We certainly can. We just need the commitment from foundations, corporations, organizations to pull together to contribute to Bennett. So we can do it locally, we can do it at the national level, but I think it starts initially at the grassroots level in Greensboro.
Okay. And for constituency groups or auxiliary groups, how can we get involved? Do we approach you or someone at the university to form a committee to help raise funds for the university?
Right. You can approach me and I will collaborate with my institution advancement person, Mr. LaDaniel Gatlin, who's sitting over there. So either one of us, you can approach us, and we plan to organize a group of people, if not next week, when we return from Christmas break.
Yeah, and John, I'd like to add, since I saw you earlier today, you're familiar with the struggles
Absolutely.
of institutions that serve our people. And so we appreciate your coming, we appreciate your support. And we encourage others, not just African Americans. This institution puts a lot in the community. Our young women go into corporations across the country, across the world, all races, genders, etc. But we certainly encourage our partners to come forth and offer their support. This money is out there, and it should not be so difficult for Bennett to get the support. We know people say, well, we'll give to you when your probation is dropped. Well, you know, money would have helped and we wouldn't have had this situation, but now you can't give. Now you can give, and there's no reason. Bennett is a great institution. We've done those positive things that the president has talked about. We're on an upward trajectory. The girls are excellent young women that are needed. And when we look at America, and we look at what is needed in corporate America, what is needed in leadership, African American women are at it's a minute number. And so that population that we are graduating, we expect that those folks who are recruiting, who hire, would engage with us and come and support us as we move forward to try to graduate these young women.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, the significance of the February 1st date again?
Yes, our appeal calendar date is around February 18th, 18th, 19th, or the 20th, and we have to submit a report prior to that, at least 2 weeks prior to our scheduled date.
Do these funds need to be, should they be collected before that date?
Yes, I have to have them in hand, or pledged, okay, or pledged by them.
Yes.
John, I'll get to you in a second.
Yes.
Naomi with WUNC.
Is there talks of shutting down the school at all, or no?
Yeah, we plan to appeal, and then if necessary, we move into a lawsuit.
John?
Ex-class, you mentioned $5 million. Is that a target that you sort of threw out there, or is that a firm goal, like that's a target that you're shooting for?
Well, what we've done is kind of looked, and all of us went to the SACS meeting, and we kind of looked at scores, and Leroy and our treasurer are good on this in terms of what does it take to move the school to what we think. Now, SACS hasn't told us, we've asked, how much money do we really need? They've not answered us. So our financial people have kind of looked at what we need to move us to what is considered good financial standing. And so that's been like $4 to $5 million is what I've heard from them. So I've used that. I don't want people to come under that. We can go way above it. But you know, we certainly are. I think we've kind of agreed on that.
So that's the number you think, if y'all are able to get $5 million by February 1, you think that will be, you know, potentially convincing evidence to SACS that you guys are good.
And the key word is potential. We think that's a good number based on financial challenges at this time. But as she said, we'll get the details of the SACS findings on January 19th.
Does anyone else have a question? Okay, thank you for coming out.
Thank you.
Thank you.